going to do it again. Okay. I'm good with that. You ready? Hello, Austin, Texas. You're listening to the home team with Troy and Wyatt, where we bring sports and money together for your education and entertainment. If you have any questions about anything we say today, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And please remember that phone number is not for non-mortgage things, because this is going to be a very opinionated segment.
Only on your part.
And so it's going to be non-mortgage related discussion.
Only on your part.
Yeah. And so if you reach out, and especially if Nikki answers, just say, hey, I wanted to talk to Troy. And she'll pass you right over to me. Or you can go to the website, drop a little comment in there, and I'll respond there. Or you can go to the Facebook, the Home Team 512.
Yeah.
All there, and easy. There's lots of ways. Don't forget the other stuff. The YouTube channel. We didn't even talk about that one.
Well, that's,
that's all that stuff. Just leave comments and we'll get back to you. Don't worry about it. But hey, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
your
American Dream.
Yeah.
First off, before we get started into the fun part of this, I did want to say that if you missed the real estate or the money segment, you should definitely go back and listen. There was a lot of information, especially about what's going on in the real estate as far as homes, timing, sales, what's about to happen as far as, especially with the downturn of the rates. Rates are coming down. Houses are going off the market sooner. A lot of multiple offers. Go back and listen to that. It's a lot of information.
Good time to buy a house.
Yes. And with that said,
we
would like to discuss what happened
in the last week.
And for Aggies.
Yeah, we're just gonna go straight to the Aggies, huh? Okay.
Well, we say
we can
Longhorns. So one of the things that's nice is that the Longhorns and the Aggies.
This is gonna be a long diatribe.
First of all, they put us on Saturday. They got to fix that. I don't know. It's hunt weekend. You can't move it to Saturday.
What are you talking about?
The first game.
Oh,
it's on Saturday.
Texas A&M.
Yeah, so that's got to fix. But the best part is, we have a saying here in Austin. It's called "Poor Aggies," and so that's kind of their coaching search.
That's what T-Sippers do.
Every time something would come out on the social media,
all right. Well, hey, we got a lot to talk about.
That was the first thought that popped into my mind.
We have a lot to talk about, so we're going to take you off your little grandstand there.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Honestly, I'm happy with the hire. To get there was a little bit of it was
a 6-6 defensive coordinator.
Right.
Okay.
Now that being said, not my most exciting splash of a football coach, but he gets the Aggie culture. As a defensive coordinator at A&M and other places, he's done fantastic.
So you're going to give him a national championship trophy too?
No, hold on. You can't buy those.
Y'all bought the last one for Jimbo. Did he take that when he left, or did he leave that in his office? No, I'm just curious.
Well, I hope he left it in his office because he didn't deserve it. He was a good coach, I guess, but it's coming out now that he was an older coach. I like the fact that we have a younger coach, and not to be an ageist. Things have changed. In college football to where your Sarks of the world. He's not young, but I'm saying he's got more years in him. He's kind of adapting to the new culture, and the culture being part of the attitudes of these kids. Right now they're getting paid. Now they have more egos. It's more of the culture that you have to work on. That's the coach you need, right? Is to get that culture involved, because you get all these big players over, you get a lot of egos. Like you said a long time ago, Jimbo couldn't handle that.
And that was one of the things people viewed it as an excuse, but one of the reasons that Urban Meyer said that he didn't want to come back and coach, because the Longhorns went after him, and he's like, I don't know if I want anything to do with this name, image, likeness.
Different world.
He goes, I'm gonna sit around and I'm gonna broadcast for a couple years and see how it turns out, and decide if I want to get back into it. And it does not look like he wants to get back into coaching.
No, I mean it goes back to all those old movies where the team didn't do well at the beginning of the season, and then all of a sudden something happened in the season and they all became a team and then they won the national championship. Yeah. That's a story older than anything else. And that's very true. Yeah. It stays true. And if you have a coach that can bring all these players together, that's the important part, right? Coaches these days are more CEOs, than, they have their offensive coordinators, they have their defensive coordinators. Those people are specific in their jobs. Really what the head coach is a CEO that gets all these people to work together. And that's what you're looking for in a head coach.
A micromanaging CEO.
Yeah, well, it's and sometimes it depends on how you micromanage, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean, they have
within the culture of your schools. Each school's culture is different, right? Absolutely. So, and what I'm excited about Mike Elko is he gets the culture of A&M. A&M's a different type of school. It really is, no doubt about it. Their fan base is different, just like Longhorns is different, right? Mm-hmm. And Sark wouldn't be a good fit at the Aggies. It's very true, but You have to have that coach.
No.
You have to have that coach that fits into that environment, and I think Elko meets that. I do.
Yeah,
so I'm excited about it.
I'm just sad that y'all didn't hire Mark Stoops after all.
Well, the fan base said no to that, man, and I tell you what, when it was released online, I was like, no, don't. I thought that was
I thought
coaches. I mean, even the players were like, no, and so they knew right off the bat that was not a very popular, because we all know that ADs can get fired too. Longhorn, they know about that. If you're not popular with the fan base and with the alumni, your job's gone as well. So they backtracked on that quite quickly.
Oh yeah, and it's so not to kick a man when he's down, but I'm going to.
Okay.
But I'm going to do it politely.
Oh, I doubt it.
As an Aggie fan.
You're an Aggie fan?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying. I'm trying to put my mind in there, right?
Okay.
As
you feel better all of a sudden.
I feel delusional. As an Aggie fan, to me, if Mark Stoops was your first choice, I would be very upset.
Well, and the thing is there was ties from the AD to him. Is what some of the
I would be very upset.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would. I mean, I'm just. And again,
no,
it's not. It has nothing to do with A&M. None of that. It has to do with the fact that Mark Stoops hasn't been a successful coach.
No, it was.
And he's been a coach long enough to have had success.
You got it, and that's where everybody was with it. And so Elko has potential.
He's a coordinator,
but he took the contract.
Right.
And so the contract is progress based, which I like. Right?
Yeah.
It has a base, and then he gets $1 million for making the college football playoffs, 1.5 to advance to the CFP quarterfinals, $2 million to advance to. But anyway, it goes on and on. National championship, $3.5 million. So this is, you get paid more if you do more.
Yeah.
Which I think it should be, right? I mean, there's no motivation. We've already talked about that with Dak or with some of these other players or coaches. When you give them the entire world right off the bat and then give them a 10-year like they did Jimbo Fisher, what's he have to work for?
I loved having they extended it.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was honestly, and I'm an Aggie. I can make an Aggie joke. And I was saying, hopefully they had someone from Harvard write this one up, right? Not from the Aggie School of Business. And that's a joke, of course, because this last one was just horrible, right? Yeah. I'm preempting the Aggie joke because it's there. It's just sitting there for the taking. So.
Well, take this how you want. This is an outsider. Now, I am a biased outsider because I'm a Longhorn. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But this is an outsider
you
looking.
Hatred and visceral in your heart.
But I have seen over the years that the fan base moves the administration for the Aggies.
Longhorns do.
Well, no. I mean, let's think about this, all right? So R.C. Slocum goes 8-4, 9-3, and the fan base didn't want him, so they ran him off, right? The fan base was happy about Kevin. They got mad. The fan base ran him off, right?
You don't think the Longhorns have done that?
No.
Delusional. Okay.
No.
Well, that's delusional.
Okay. So the fan base was.
You're saying
when did the fan? When
you're saying that the Longhorn fan base is not a.
Can I just finish this thought?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. Let me get to the point.
Okay.
All
right.
So, but what I'm saying is it seemed like when they hired Jimbo, the fan base was running around saying "money whip" a coach, "money whip." That was the fan base saying that.
I'll have to look that up.
And the administration did it, right? Mm-hmm. And so. But now in this case it worked because when they hired Mark Stoops, the fan base went nuts and they instantaneously unhired him. That I've never seen.
Now again, all this is speculation. Everything you spoke of is speculation, right?
These were from your from your forums, not my forums.
Again, but this is all speculation. Yeah. It's speculation at the best.
But
right?
the money whip concept was a fan base.
I don't remember reading that. I don't, but you say it is.
Yeah. I remember they were talking. We've got all the money. We can get any coach we want. That was the concept. When they went and got Jimbo, and they did truly money whip him. I mean, they paid him $9 million guaranteed for 10 years or something like that.
Not right off the bat. No, that was
no,
not off the bat. That came after. Hold on, let me finish. That came after they got close to getting in the top 4, and they thought he was going to go to LSU, and so they turned around and gave him an extension. And that extension, you got him up to 10 years. But that being said, UT football.
Sorry, it was a 10-year contract worth $75 million, not $90 million. His first contract was a was a guaranteed contract of $75 million for 10 years.
Okay, well,
that was what it was. It was,
okay.
And so, that was
increased them.
That,
okay,
yes, that was money whipping back in. That was what 2017. That was money whipping back in 2017, right? And so, but the fan base drove that. And sometimes that can be good. Like in the Mark Stoops, that was really good.
Now I'm excited about the Aggies, and I appreciate you giving me some of the Aggies, but I'm really excited about the Longhorns right now.
I know it's been so much fun. We didn't talk about.
I know, but we have about a minute 30 left, and I want to talk about the exciting because again, I was born in Austin, love my Longhorns. There's some opportunities for them to make it in the top 4 next year. There's 12 teams, so this is the last year we have to deal with that. But,
it's so sad we don't even get to talk about that.
Georgia loses to Alabama. They're thinking Texas goes in, right? If that happens,
possibly,
right?
But then there's going to be the SEC bias in that committee.
But it's looking like it right now. It's looking like that's what they want.
Yeah, or because Florida State loses. That's our only two. That's our only two ways.
Well, or you have the combo of the other two losing. It also gets you in as well, right? Yeah. So one of the others, either FSU or Georgia, or the other two lose. Texas is in. Now it's probable. Yeah. But now that being said, Texas needs to blow away.
But this is the first year that we've had since the CFP playoff. We've only had 6 losses in the top 10. This has been the most consistent top 10 in the history of this program.
It's exciting.
And so normally everybody, the 4 it all washes out. So if you come in at 7 and you win out, you're rolling all the way up, and it's a lock. But this year has been such an amazing year of consistent football that the Longhorns can go 12-1, division champions of the Big 12, and not make the college football playoffs.
I'm gonna make some Aggie fans.
Hey everyone, you've been listening to the home team with Troy and Wyatt. We hope you've enjoyed what you've heard. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
your
American dream. See you in a week. Hook 'em horns.
Threw you off there.
I was like, no.
I was pointing at it. I was
like, what are you doing? We don't have time.
I was going to be quick. I was going to say, I make Aggie fans.